Rise and Guys, my name is Tetsyumi, and welcome back to episode 17 of our Terraria 1.4 Calamity mod playthrough. And gamers, this episode, with any luck, is going to be absolutely insane. As you may be able to see here, I actually have 2 signs up for my to-do list. And that is because, in today's episode, my to-do list was so potentially long that I had to make a whole second one over here. But the reason I say potentially long is because this episode can realistically go one of 2 ways. I have one thing that I want to try right at the very start of the episode, and doing that will make our episode go the way I more want it to go. And then my backup plan is to kind of do the more correct in terms of progression way that the episode could go. So basically, I know that was pretty cryptic. I'll go ahead and explain it all right now. Basically here, we have the first bit of our to-do list, and right at the very start, you see we have fight an idolist. And you guys might remember, or might not, basically when I did my first Calamity playthrough all those years ago, there is an item called, I think it's the Ancient Tablet, or the Eidolon Tablet. I can go ahead and show you guys here. I'll go to Items. The Eidolon Tablet right here. And what this does, you can read it here, is it summons a lunatic cultist. And to get the Eidolon Tablet, you have to fight yourself, if I go over here, an idolist right here. And these guys used to spawn in the dungeon, but now they were moved to spawn in the 3rd layer of the Abyss. But basically everything else about them should be the exact same. You still get the 3 drops, one of the most important ones being the Eidolon Tablet. And because this tablet allows you to summon the lunatic cultist, that would theoretically allow us to skip ahead in progression all the way to down here. So we would basically be bypassing all of these bosses and getting our hands on the Ancient Manipulator here. We have Cheese, the Ancient Manipulator. However, with that being said, that is only if the tablet actually works. Because all those years ago, back when Calamity was still not a baby, not fresh or anything like that, I guess back when Calamity was a lot less updated than it is now, you actually were not allowed to even summon the lunatic cultist until you were at that stage of progression. But I did check the wiki, and the wiki says that basically as long as you have the tablet, you can just summon it. So hopefully that's true, and if that is true, then we can go ahead and do all of this stuff, which is basically fight the lunatic cultist, get the Ancient Manipulator, and then craft a bunch of swag items, because at the moment, at, progression where I'm at right now, I have a lot of the necessary resources to craft things, although I am locked because I do not have the Ancient Manipulator in our crafting stations. I can craft a whole lot of cool stuff right now, but I need to fight the lunatic cultist before I can craft any of that. So long story short, is I can, at the moment, craft a lot of cool stuff, except I cannot because I need to fight the lunatic cultist and acquire the Ancient Manipulator before I can actually craft them, because the Ancient Manipulator is the crafting interface. So if all goes according to plan with this, after I fight the Eidolist, after I get the tablet, I can hopefully spawn in a lunatic cultist, and then honestly, even if I can spawn in a lunatic cultist, there's no guarantee I will beat it, but maybe I can, cheese the lunatic cultist a little bit, and then hopefully get the Ancient Manipulator, craft some swag items, and then after the lunatic cultist is defeated, the pillar event will spawn in naturally. So I'm thinking we can just straight go into the pillar event, hopefully cheese that a little bit as well, and then possibly craft some of the what's it called, the pillar items and stuff like that, like the solar eruption, all that stuff like that. But again, this all hinges on if I can actually fight the Eidolist, not the Eidolist, the lunatic cultist, and then, get the Ancient Manipulator. So instead, if that all doesn't work, this is plan A, we can go ahead and go on to plan B here. I got my nice little else statement. So instead of doing that, we can just go ahead and craft some stuff for the Broken Hero Sword, because at the moment I do have a few Broken Hero Swords, and these can be crafted into a bunch of cool stuff. I can actually show you if I can actually type. There we go. That's the wrong thing, but I think it's a part of this recipe. Is it not? It's, is it somewhere? No? Am I just dumb? Here it is. I can go ahead and craft myself the Terror Blade. I can craft myself, like, the, Atraxia, something like this. Actually, no, I can't. I'm lying. It was this one, the Exalted Oath Blade. I can craft myself the Ark of the Ancients, which is super cool. Afterwards, we can go ahead and fight Golem, and after we fight Golem, we have the ability to get the Scoria Bars, or Scoria Bars, which is in the Abyss biome. We go ahead and craft the armor set that those make, and then we can go straight into fighting Astrum Aureus, and after we fight Astrum Aureus, we can go ahead and craft some Life Alloy, and do some more cool stuff with that, but I think by then, we'll probably have no time left in the episode anyway, so we're probably gonna have to end it there. But hopefully we don't actually come to that. Hopefully we can actually do all of this cool stuff and this will all work. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get straight into it because honestly it might take a while. Let's go ahead and go into the third layer of the abyss here, see if we can find ourselves an idolist, and hopefully we can actually get ourselves the tablet. Alright, so here we are jumping down into the abyss. And I think my plan for finding the idolist is I'm not going to use this railbow because right now I have this railbow with these holy arrows, and these holy arrows will cause stars to fall down. And if you guys don't know about the abyss, there is a giant enemy in the abyss called the... What is it called? Oh, here it is. It's called the adult Eidolon Wyrum. Or worm, whatever you want to say. And, that guy's a little bit scary. Basically, if you hit him, he will attack you. Or, I guess if he just wants to spawn and attack you anyway, he'll do that. And I really don't want him to aggro me, so I'm probably mainly going to be using this Blossom Flux to hopefully take down the Idolist. And hopefully it shouldn't be too hard, because in progression where we're at right now, we should be fine to actually, you know, take out the Idolist. It shouldn't be too hard. The hard part is going to be if we can spawn Lunatic Cultist, taking him down, because in progression, he is way down here. Like, we are going to be super underpowered for taking on the Cultist. So hopefully we can do a little bit of cheesing and take him down. Alright, the water's changing color here. It's all blue now, which I think means we're in either the second or the third layer. I don't really know what the layers are. But I think soon now we should be able to get these guys to spawn? Question mark? I really don't know. I don't think I've even seen one yet. I looked at the wiki, like I mentioned earlier. It doesn't say there's any sort of requirements or anything for them to spawn. It just says, like, they spawn in the third layer. So, hopefully there's nothing special I need to do, or, like, any boss I need to take out for them to spawn in. I don't want to go too far down, though, because another, adult Wyrum or whatever will spawn. Oh, no, there's one! Okay. So I did have to go down this far. I don't think I need to buff up particularly or anything. But I actually, you know what, I can do this thing, because I don't see anything below me right now, so I can go ahead and do a little bit of this, and oh my god, look how easily this guy's getting, that guy he got destroyed. Unfortunately, he did not drop one of the tablets that we need, but you know what, that's a good sign, they actually do spawn. Oh, okay, we actually got one. Okay, sick, alright. Okay, so now is the moment of truth. We have to figure out if it's consumable or not, which it's not. Okay, that's a good sign. And we need to figure out if we can actually summon the Lunatic Cultist. So, that's the wrong thing. First, I guess let's go over to the temple. I don't think this will matter or not. I don't know if we need to, like, be near the temple to spawn in the Cultist, if that makes any difference whatsoever. But just in case we'll go over to the temple, I can also switch these back out, thankfully. So here we are. I'm really nervous. Honestly, it's like a 50-50. I'm embracing myself for the worst because I remember when way back then it didn't work. But let's just see. Oh my god, it works! Oh my god, it works! Oh, can we actually damage him too? He has like a shield around him right now. We can! Oh my god. Oh my god! This is probably not going to be the attempt that I win. Oh my, dude, this is insane. Holy shit! I obviously wanted it to work, but, like, I was preparing for the worst. Like, I didn't honestly expect it to work. Oh, we're about to have Adrenaline too. We have Rage right now. Alright, let's go ahead and use both of them at the same time. Oh my god, the damage is absurd. The damage is absurd. His shield is almost gone, it looks like. Oh, there's some weird stuff happening, though. Oh my god, whoa. Little bullet hell section. I mean, so far we've got this. Like, at least for this first phase, if it is the first phase, we definitely have this in the bag. Oh, I'm frozen. Oh my god. Oh, wow. we got we got bombarded there. Okay. But that was pretty good. That was really good. Let's go ahead and give it another attempt. Let's see if we can take this thing down. Oh, dude, I'm hyped. This is going already better than I expected. Alright, well, I mean, here we are. Let's go ahead and spawn him again. And I'm gonna try using the railbow for this fight. But honestly, I think he's gonna be moving too fast for the arrows to even really do anything. But I'll still try it. And hopefully should be good. Hopefully should be another good attempt. Okay, we almost have him down. I wasn't even looking at his health, but oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo! That was it. What? I 100% fully expected there to be another phase after that. Like, without a shadow of a doubt in my mind, I was like, okay, so this is the first phase. You know, he's pretty tanky. He has, like, a shield around him. Once we get the shield broken, he's gonna have a lot less health. Maybe he's gonna be, like, super crazy fast and have a lot of projectiles or something. But no! Dude, that was just it! And now we have ourselves the Ancient Manipulator! Dude, what? Oh my god. Oh my god. That was my second attempt. That was my second attempt. I'm so hyped. I'm just so hyped. We'll go ahead and slap that right in our crafting interface here. Oh my, like, just oh my god. Just oh my god. I don't even know what I can craft with this thing right now. I was so, I feel like I'm so unprepared right now. Like, that's insane. And now we can do the pillars too? Like, what? This is genuinely just, like, actually ludicrous. I think real quick right now, I'm going to actually get myself, like, a decent sized list of items that we can craft right now, because I'm pretty sure there should be some at the very least. And then after that, we'll go ahead and do some cheese with the pillar event, and then I guess see where it goes from there. We're not going to take on the Moon Lord, obviously. We're definitely not ready for the Moon Lord, I bet. But at the very least, we can go ahead and craft some of the pillar weapons, probably, unless they use, like, Luminite or anything like that. But oh god. Oh god. I'm so happy this finally works.
I'm telling you now, I have plans that I cannot share with you right now because the haters will sabotage me. I have plans that I cannot share with you right now because the haters will sabotage me.
I have been running through the simulations in my head. I've been doing all the calculations, and as it turns out, realistically, there's only one actual item that we can craft now that we have the Ancient Manipulator. But that item is pretty cool. If you've watched my other few recent episodes, you would know what this item is. And because of that, I have just done a bunch of running around, as you probably saw in my last clip there where I was fighting the Pumpkin Moon here. And if you can tell from my inventory right now, I've collected a few things that might give you some hints as to what's about to happen. And also, real quick, I found these things. So basically what I did also is I moved my Witch Doctor over here to the jungle, and obviously I had to go through the Stardust Pillar to do that, and some of the enemies followed me, and then when I killed the enemies, they dropped a few fragments, which is pretty cool, but they also dropped these meld blobs, and with these meld blobs, we can also go ahead and further make some really cool stuff. So first off, we gotta make these meld constructs, which is really easy. We just need Stardust. And from that, we can make all of this stuff, except most of it, you know, you do need Luminite. But there is a few things in here that you don't, like this, where is it? This Tome of Fates, you don't need any Stardust, so we could make that right now, feasibly. Same with this, like, Entropic Claymore, and also this God's Bellows, like, stuff that sounds really cool. So I figured, you know, after, or maybe right now, but probably after we take on the Stardust Pillar, we can check and see if we can make anything cool with that. But I'm gonna probably save that till the final thing, where we fight all of the pillars, and then hopefully craft some more items with that stuff. But I got off topic. What am I talking about? What am I yapping about? On God. So basically, the one item that we can finally make is my favorite item in the Calamity mod. It is the heart, if I can spell. It is the Heart of the elements. Now that we have the ancient manipulator here, we can finally craft this god tier item. It is just so good. Let's go ahead and slap that baby on. Oh, oh, there they are. Hell yeah. Oh, my beautiful waifus. They're all assembled. What is the actual, does it say anything here? Does it say? It just says summon all the elementals, but guys, in our hearts, we know that these are the waifus. We're summoning the waifus now. These are elementals. Nah, these are waifus right here. But I figured, you know, because we're gonna put this on, this is basically a summoner's accessory, right? Let's go ahead and transition my entire build for at least the pillar event, because I think it'd be fun. Let's go ahead and transition my build a little bit from this this ranger slash mage into a summoner build, because I think that'd be very fun. And also, I like almost never ever play a summoner in vanilla, in modded, in anything. So this is largely my first time really actually getting into the summoner class, and I think it'd just be very, very fun. So what I did is I collected a few accessories here that we can combine and also just do some cool stuff with. I got myself this Dark Harvest, again from the Pumpkin Moon, which is just a pretty good whip. I think probably the best whip for this stage in the game. And also, I had to move my Witch Doctor over to the jungle so I could get myself these Hercules Beetles, which I combine with these necromantic scrolls in order to get myself like the Papyrus Scarab and stuff like that. So there's just a few good things we can craft. But first things first, I gotta head back over to the jungle one more time, because we need to grab ourselves the Tiki armor, which is gonna be the summoner armor that we're probably gonna use. Unless this has anything with summoner, does it? Actually, I kind of honestly completely forgot. No, it looks like this is just kind of a general just all-purpose set. But I'm gonna try using the Tiki set, which is like an actual summoner set, and we'll see how that goes. Alright, and here we are at our little witch doctor's hut here. So let's go ahead and buy just all these things. It looks like some slimes are trying to come in, but that's fine. That is literally all we needed. And now we can go ahead and I guess switch this off. We're gonna lose a lot of defense, I imagine. Yeah, we lost like 40 points of defense there, which is, it's not great. I'm gonna keep this set, I guess, just on my person, just in case I really need to switch back. But the set bonus with the Tiki set is increased minion damage, increased max number of minions, and that's it. I guess increased max number of minions more for the set bonus. I think in total I get 4 extra minions from equipping this set, which is why I wanted to have it on, obviously. Alright, I am back once again. You might notice that it's nighttime now, and that's because I had to do just a little bit more running around to get the literal one last item we needed to craft what we want to craft, and that item is the pygmy necklace here. This is only sellable by the... Is that how you say that? Probably not. You can only buy this from the Witch Doctor once it's nighttime, so I had to wait for night. But now that that's all done, we should be able to craft ourselves the... statists, is that what it's called? I honestly completely forgot. The whatever thing we wanted to craft. What is it called? The status blessing, right? Why can we not craft this? Is there something wrong? Let's see. The core of sunlight. Okay, that we can just literally craft, which is no big deal whatsoever. Bam, 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 bam. We'll just craft a few of those. And there we go. And now we can craft ourselves the status blessing right there. Did we already craft ourselves two? Okay, we did. I completely forgot I even did that, but I already crafted myself the Papyrus Scarabs, and I think that's all I wanted to craft? Question mark? Question mark? Alright, so yes, that was all the things I wanted to craft for right now. The thing I was actually forgetting was, if you go ahead and take a look at my items up here, we have, what, 2 melee weapons, 2 magic weapons here. I guess technically this counts as a magic weapon. And then, what, 2 ranged weapons? We have no summon weapons. We obviously have ourselves the Dark Harvest, which is a whip. But we, aside from these lovely ladies around me, we have absolutely no way of actually damaging something. Like, these guys are technically summons, but, like, not in the way that actual summons work in Terraria. So what we need to do is get ourselves an actual summon weapon. So... there's a few things we can do to go about this. There was an item called, I already looked it up here, the Sand Sharknado Staff, which is, I believe, probably the correct weapon in terms of our progression right now. But besides that, there are a few other craftable ones too. But besides that, what I wanted to do was actually try out some of just the summon weapons that we've gotten from all the bosses we've taken down, because we have quite a lot of them. We have like this gastric belcher staff, 103 summon damage, pretty beefy, and it summons aquatic aberrations to protect you, and they fire vomit at nearby enemies with every third attack firing. But like, what? So we go ahead and try out some of these guys. We have like one of these, which is just like a sentry, which I don't think this takes up a summon slot. I think we can just like literally deploy this thing, and yeah, and then it like starts firing at stuff. So that's pretty cool. I figured we can go ahead and keep the, I don't know what it's firing at. It's like trying to fire at something underground, I guess. And we also have stuff like the Dormant Brim Seeker, which is, I'm pretty sure, the Brimstone Elementals drop that you get from, you know, her boss fight. And this looks really cool. So this is, what does it say? Summons Brim Seeker to keep you company. Firing another Brim Seeker when all minion slots are filled will summon a Brimstone Aura. The aura empowers your Brim Seeker summons and produces damaging fireballs, and only one aura can persist at a time, which that just sounds cool. So I figured go ahead and use that. And then other than that, I think that's pretty much it for all the summons I wanted. We obviously have like the slime god summons, but those are just kind of slime, so I don't think they'll be too useful. And let's go ahead and see what some of these guys can do. So first things first, let's go ahead and test I guess the gastric belcher staff. I'll zoom out a little bit. And also, this is my first time seeing how many minion slots we actually have. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. We have 8. Oh my god. That is the most minions I've ever had at one time. And look at the damage. Okay. That's respectable. And, you know, that on top of the Dark Harvest here. A good, like, 300 or so more. Yeah, respectable. Very respectable. That's... These guys are cool. Yeah, these guys are really cool. Okay. So that's already a very good contender of damage there. I guess just for the fun of it, we can go ahead and test out this guy. See what he's gonna do. He's doing some weird debuff. That might be like the holy fire debuff that I think this thing produces, maybe. But I mean, like, not bad. I guess I probably won't really use this guy if I'm being honest, but he's, you know, he's there. He's there. Next up, we got these guys. This is probably the weapon I'm actually going to be using because it sounds the coolest. So let's actually see what it does. So we should get 8 of these, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then every one after this is going to give me an aura. Oh, wait, is 9. Oh, whoa! Oh my god. Yo! That is... Okay, that's not how I thought this worked at all, but this is so cool. Can I summon another one or not? I can't. Oh, but I can right-click and get rid of it. And then summon it right here? Oh my god, that's so awesome. Oh my god, that's so cool. That is... So what I expected this to work like is it would give, like, me a damaging aura, and then all the summons around me would, you know, do what they do. But what it is you just summon an additional one, and it's like a stationary summon, and then this is like the damaging aura that spits fireballs and makes all of these guys very strong. Oh, that's sick. That is so cool. That is so insane. That is awesome. It looks like it's doing about 1,000 less damage than the gastric belcher, but for like an enemy like Golem, I would say like a more stationary boss, I feel like this thing's gonna do really, really well. Also, it just looks super cool already. Well, okay, dude, Summoner is lit. Summoner is lit. Okay, this is awesome. What does it look like if I do like everything now, like all of this stuff? What's gonna happen? I'm doing upwards of what, 3.5 thousand, 3,000, around 3,000 looks like. Yeah, that's dude, this is awesome. Yeah, look at you do a little dance right there, Fortnite dance. All right, gamers. Well, now that we got all of our summon situation figured out, let's go ahead and start taking down these pillars. And we're gonna start here with the vortex. Yeah, the vortex pillar. And the reason we're starting with this one in particular is because, well, not only is it like the one on the far left of the screen, so we can kind of go like left to right here, but also I don't know the cheese for the vortex pillar in particular. I know the cheese for all of the other pillars, but not the vortex one. So I figured, actually, wait, hold on. Oh, no, I'm lying. I totally know the cheese. Basically, you just get one of these alien queens and you bring them outside of the radius of the thing, and then you just like let them respawn from the larva and then just kill it off screen. Like, okay, never mind. I do totally know the cheese. So in that case, I barely even need to show any of these pillars. We can just straight up go just do the cheese. Whoa. Do you see these vortex fragments? I don't even know where they are on the map technically. But look at, oh my god, that's weird. That's a weird little glitch there. That's super cool, actually. Yo, that is actually really trippy. If I like zoom out all the way, you can, like, damn, they're schmoving. So, this is how I'm low-key cheesing the pillar. Oh my, it lags. It literally lags every time I go down there. Here, let me go. Look at how many there are. Alright, before my entire game lags out, let me go over to the actual pillar and take it down, hopefully before I die too. Look at how, oh my god, look at how many there are. That is actually insane. That is actually just insane. Let me go ahead and target all of these guys. Also, throw one of those, just for fun, just for the funsies of it. And there we go. Dude, look at this! I did not think I made such a farm with that. Oh my god, I'm about to die here too. So, in total, from just the vortex pillar alone, I made 271 fragments, and also 243 of the meld blobs. So, I think this is gonna go pretty well. I didn't get to even set up the cheese for the nebula pillar. The shield is just, like, already down. So... I mean, I just died, but, like, I barely even got to farm the nebula pillar. That's honestly crazy. Alright, next up is Stardust, and I think we all know the cheese for the Stardust pillar here. Basically, you just get some of these orbs, they keep regenning, and every time they do, they'll count as another enemy kill. So, we can pretty much just farm these guys until, looks like my minis actually killed them all too fat. Wow. Honestly impressive. These minis are way better than I thought they were. Oh my god. Alright, you know what? Honestly, that one was kind of a bitch, but we managed to do it for some reason, and I think the Calamity mod is to blame for this. But those orb guys, they stopped spawning after a little bit, so I think the Calamity mod maybe like somehow figured out a way to stop that particular cheese from happening. But you know what? Regardless, we did finally take down the pillar, and that means we only got one pillar left, which is going to be the solar pillar. And this one does have a cheese. It basically involves you building a little kind of platform up closer to space with a little, like, almost like an L, if you want to imagine that. And honestly, I don't know if I can be bothered to do that, but that is the cheese if you want to do that for yourselves. Alright, so basically, I ended up doing it. This is the cheese. You pretty much just build this kind of weird L shape. The enemies spawn down here. You stand up here. You're pretty safe as long as you're standing up here. And in my case, I can just literally let my minions do all the work. I barely need to do anything at all. So yeah, I'm just gonna stand here for a little bit. Oh, yo, oh, okay. So for context, I died. The pillar thing was down, and yeah, now the pillar's gone. I don't know how that happened. Okay, I guess I'll take it. Can I really quickly grab all of the fragments, though? Before impending doom comes for me? Also, yay, like, here, I died. I died a lot. You know what? I'm probably not gonna have time to grab every little fragment. Let me just go and get the main big ones here. There we go. That's cool. Let me go back home really quickly, and, oh god, I pressed it again. Can I make myself the Stardust Dragon, at the very least? Okay, there. I'm kind of panicking. Where is it, sir? Thank you, Stardust Dragon Staff. There we go. Make one of you. Oh my god, I got a lazy one. Bro, why did I get a lazy one? And here is Impending Doom. Let's go ahead and summon as many of these as I can. I think that's gotta be it, right? Yeah, for sure, that's it. Okay. We got the Moon Lord fight. Oh my god, wow. I was not prepared, and that did a lot of damage. Oh my lord. But okay, here we are. So, I'm not gonna win this fight. I'm not winning this fight. I don't plan. Yeah, I don't plan on winning this fight. I was clearly not prepared for the fight. I mean, like, my stuff isn't even, like, reforged at all. But, yeah. Okay, before I continue, let me go ahead and get these last few stragglers of Stardust or Sunlight, whatever fragments those are. Let me go grab those real quick. Alright, and for the final time in this episode, I am back, and unfortunately, that is where we're gonna have to end it. This episode was a little bit all over the place, so I don't exactly know how long it is, but hopefully it was still a decent length, not too long, not too short. But before we actually say our goodbyes for this episode, there is one final thing I want to do, and that is just talk a little bit about what I can potentially craft now that I have these shards, because there is a few things I can craft with these things, even though we still, you know, don't have Luminite, obviously, and I'm not planning on going back and doing the Moon Lord. I think, you know, a little bit of cheese is good, but, like, I don't want to progress way too far ahead and, like, just have overpowered stuff for everything else. And, like, Moon Lord is way down here. We still got all these bosses to fight before we take on the Moon Lord again, and I'm not going to go ahead and spoil progression for myself or anything like that. I just thought this episode would be a little bit fun and also give me another great excuse to go ahead and craft my favorite item in the game, which is the Heart of the Elements here. But like I said, there is still a few stuff we can craft with this stuff. Another great sentence from me. Wow, I'm just on fire today. But there's stuff like this, Arc, Amarilius. I don't know how to say that, but, like, just stuff like this where it's a weapon we already have, combine it with some fragments, stuff like that. I don't think anything else from this one in particular we can craft. I know Solar Fragment has, like, nothing for us. I think we have, like, do we have a sword from here? Yeah, we have the, no, that's a different thing. What am I I'm thinking of I think I'm thinking of, like, a Stardust Fragment sword. I think I actually am. Yeah, I'm thinking of the Baleful Harvester, but we got, like, you know, stuff like Baleful Harvester, we got the Swarmer, we got, like, the Shroomer, these, these names are very fun. And then, obviously, we have, like, you know, Storm Ruler, but we got stuff like the Phantasm, like the normal, you know, fragment drops and stuff like that. So, if you guys want to see me craft anything in particular, go ahead and let me know down in the comments. But I think with that being said, that's probably going to be it for this episode. And yeah, I'm honestly super happy with the progress we made. I mean, we finally got my favorite item here, all of my beautiful waifus. We somehow cheesed progression hard enough to already beat the lunatic cultist. Like, that is actually just utterly insane. And now that we did that, we can go ahead and go back with a little bit of overpowered gear. Not too overpowered, but now we can go back and, you know, do progression like normal. So gamers, with that being said, that is going to be it for this video. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff, and I will see you gamers in the next one. Peace.